Maybe no one has ever said this to you, so let me say it. You deserve to be career happy. I'm Julie Bauke. On Monday mornings, do you skip to the shower or do you pull the covers over your head, starting your countdown till Friday? Or maybe you're just kind of blah in your job or your career, but secretly you're longing for something better, something that's a better fit for you and who you are. Let me ask you a question. Do you really want to be happy at work? Now that may seem like a really silly question. However, there are people, and you probably know several of them, who seem to revel in their career unhappiness. Either they don't believe they deserve to be career happy, or they're not willing to do the hard work to get there. And it is hard work. So here we are, and there you are, wherever your there is. You know, you've probably never been taught how to get there, how to get to career happiness. That's what my Career Happy community is all about, giving you the tools and resources to get there, wherever your there is. Let's get started. Here are the 3 must-dos that I want you to think about. I'll say 3 of the must-dos you must think about more than once throughout your career. First of all, look at your career as a marathon and not a sprint, and know that you will trip and fall. How you define yourself professionally and the paths you choose to pursue will most likely vary as you go through your life and through your career. When you were 25 and 35, 45 and 55, your interests, your values, your career focus shifts, just like your life focus shifts. When you're 25 and single, when you're 35 and you have small children, and when you're 45 and you've got kids who are thinking Ivy League, certainly your career values and interests change. We grow up and we mature, things about the rest of our lives change, so why shouldn't our careers change? And you need to be okay with that. It is normal. In fact, I don't think it's normal or healthy to stay in the whole thing. You stay throughout your entire career doing the same thing. I don't think that's healthy at all. Second, get a vision, even if it's blurry. It's kind of like jumping in the car and saying, I'm just going to keep driving until I get someplace great. Well, how are you going to know you're someplace great unless you can define great? Your career's the same way. Even if you have an idea of where you think you're trying to go, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, people may have asked you in your past, where do you want to be in 5 years? Or where do you want to be in 10 years? And you kind of went, I don't know. Well, you got to know now. If you're over 22 or 18, you need to really be thinking about what your career is going to look like. If you can't come up with an answer, the answer to the question, where are you trying to go? How are you ever planning on getting there? It's like a lot of other parts of life, isn't it? And third, know yourself. This is so basic and so ignored. We don't really ever start with thinking about what our skills, our values, our interests, our experiences are, our preferences, and frankly, what we want to do, because that really does matter. Professional maturity is your ability and your willingness to say, here I am. Here's what I'm good at, here's what I'm not so good at, and here's what I'm better at than anyone you know. It's not bragging. You know, we get so uncomfortable saying that kind of stuff. I say stand in the mirror and try it. I know it feels weird, but remember, if it's true, it ain't bragging. What are your skills, your interests, your values, your experience? What do you want to do? That's the beginning of any good career plan, any good job search, or any good career happiness strategy. And it really does matter. Sometimes we think we're subject to the whims of the market, what jobs are out there. But I promise you, if you start with who you are and what you bring to the table, you'll end up in a much better place. Join us right now and let's get there together. When you do, you'll receive as an extra the ebook on these 3 tips plus 7 more, so a total of 10 tips to drive your career, to really sit in that driver's seat instead of hanging your head out the passenger's window like an old hound dog. So right down here is the opt-in. Go ahead, select it, give us your contact information, and get on the Career Happy bus. It's going to be a lot more fun if we go together, and we're going to go someplace good. Thanks.